G'day, I'm up on the Cobourg Peninsula on Arakbi land, Mudjimbarmi clan. I'm in one of my absolute favourite places to find food right now, the mangroves. I'm going to mission in through here and show you what a rich food resource the mangroves of Northern Australia are. Huge mangrove forests cover a large amount of Northern Australia and by far one of the best places to find food. This fella here will come in handy. This is Gutarda speciosa. That's his flash botanical name. In Iwaja language, it's called wawa. These leaves here will come in handy. Insulation. Use these leaves here to pick hot things off the fire. Use as plates. I'm going to go get some tucker and this will be perfect. First thing I want to show you here has got to be the easiest bit of food to collect in the mangroves. They are everywhere, up on Cobourg Peninsula in particular. The mangrove forests of Northern Australia are full of these, but no forest I've been anywhere has as many as up on Cobourg. These fellas here, telescopium, commonly known as a longbum. These are a marine gastropod, a snail that goes along the floor of the mangroves and vacuums up all the detritus, keeps the mangroves nice and healthy. These are good tucker. It's actually two different species you get here in the mangroves. There's this one here. You see it's got a nice flat top, quite rounded and large. And the other one, the other species you find is this fella here. A lot longer and skinnier. This one is a bit cheeky. Leaves the back of your throat a bit scratchy. No good to eat. But this fella here, this is delicious. Just get the nice big ones. Whack these in the pocket for later. It's always a bloody mission getting through these mangroves. Oh, have to be a bit of a gymnast, but it's worth it. All right, this next one, a little harder to find. I've been walking for a while through these mangroves, just trying to find a nice patch of deep mud. This here is a good sign. This is what I'm after. It's called mud mussels. This one's dead, but it means that we're on the right track. I'll keep looking around here. All right, I think I've spotted one here. Oh, here he is. Now this patch of mud here, what we're looking for, I'll just zoom in for you, is that little fella there. That's all you can see him with at the moment. Sometimes you've got to get right in and feel around with your feet, but this one's not too hard. I'm just going to pull him out. Whoa, not a bad size one. Check out this. Look at the size of that. That is what we're after. Well, I can hear he's still alive. Big, juicy mud mussels. These guys bury themselves in the really soft mud in the mangroves. So if you're coming across sort of hard, compact mud, it's unlikely you're going to find these, but you'll find them in the soft stuff that you sink up to your knees. I'm covered in mud at the moment. There's about 1 million mosquitoes and sandflies, but when tucker like this, just sitting in here, it's hard to pass it up. Collect a few of these and have a feed. One really important thing when you're bashing through the mangroves like this is to always take a bearing. In these thick, somewhat impenetrable mangroves, every spot looks the same as the other. And it's very easy to go around in circles. So if you always keep an eye where the sun is, in this case, the sun's behind me in the east, make sure my shadow's in front of me and keep checking that, because you wouldn't believe how easy it is to get turned around, realise you've been going around in circles, and the mangroves are not somewhere you want to be lost. Every bit looks like the other. If you can't find your way out, you're in serious, serious trouble. Just you and a few million mosquitoes and sandflies. All right, now this next one, this isn't for the faint of heart. Most of the bush tucker food in here is actually pretty good. Some of it doesn't look great, but it tastes pretty good. This one here, I'm not going to lie to you, it's an acquired taste. I'm not going to pretend that this is for everyone. This fella here is a mangrove worm. If you have a good look at that. They live in the rotting vegetation here. Just cracked a log open, see if I can get another one out. Put him like that and just, oh, here he comes. Oh, look, a couple of big ones. It's got to be gentle so I don't break them. Nice little bit of gentle persuasion. Look at them coming out there. Oh, there's a whole heap of them. It's like spaghetti. Oh, there's another one. Another nice big one there. That's about all of them. All right, check this out. So these are actually a mollusk. They have a little hard cap on the end. We call them mangrove worms, but they're not a worm at all. They eat the rotting vegetation. These fellas are the same worms that eat the wood on old timber boats. Real pain in the old days for timber boats. But Aboriginal people have been eating these for a very, very long time. A bit of an acquired taste, but here we go. I don't mind them. Bite them off. Definitely comes in layers. At first, you've got a lovely sweet oyster taste. I haven't got the mud out of these. I might strip a bit of mud, makes them taste a bit better. I'll strip all the mud out there. Whoa, look at that. I ate all that on the last one, but it's all good for you. It's all fine. Now you got something that's maybe a bit more palatable. I remember when I first ate these, I absolutely hated them. Old lady said, here, try these. I hate it. I thought, nah, that's horrible. And she said, oh, what about if we boil them up first? They're better boiled. So we boiled them up. And I tell you, they tasted exactly the same. Now they were just a bit warmer. But over time, I've developed a taste for them. And Aboriginal people love these. I've seen kids with Coke bottles full of these worms. Bloody hell. Oh, whose idea was this? Here's another bit of food in the mangroves you can eat. I might not today, I think I've got plenty of tucker, but these little fellas here, I know they look a lot like those cheeky long bums that I showed you before. In fact, they are, except that the animal living inside them isn't. These are hermit crabs, small hermit crabs that take over the long bum shells, the one that you don't eat. These aren't bad to eat. I've eaten these with Yolngu people. They are everywhere in these mangroves, walking around. You cook them and then you eat the abdomen. You eat the bit that they use to cling inside the shell. And certainly if you're hungry, it's not a bad feed of crab, but I got heaps of tucker this morning. I'll let this little fella go. One more thing to add to the fire for lunch. Feed of these mangrove oysters. I can just snap this off here. It's not too hard to snap off. Give it a little twist. Yeah. Oh, there you go, lost a few, but that's still not a bad feed of oysters there. I'll just put a few of those on the fire and that'll add to the pot. Just got a small cooking fire here. This casuarina timber makes really good cooking wood. Just a small fire, you don't need much to cook shellfish. Wait till it burns down to coals and we'll have a feed. The fire's burnt down to coals, now it's time to chuck these on. There we go. Let them cook for a bit. They're cooking away on the fire there nicely. It won't take too long. Some of these are popped open. They're boiling away in the shells. Might be time to take them off. Our oven mitt here to pick these up. Oh, there you go. And these long bums, just got to go around, crack them open. And get them out of the shell like that. You can see there, they're a bit purple and green, but they're good to eat. I'll rinse the grit off these. That's the edible bit there, put them on the plate. All right, here's the feed. We might start with these long bums and mangrove oysters. Can you see them there? The long bums. Giving them a rinse in salt water. Oh, that is really good. A bit like chewy calamari, salty, seafood-like. Really good. Next, these little mangrove oysters cooked on the fire. Oh, tastes just like smoked oysters. Oh, the smoke from the fire. That is delicious. Last but not least, these bad boys. Mud mussels. Got a bit of fluid in them there. Might pop that little sack. But these are juicy and delicious. Look at the size of that. Oh. Chewy on the end. Squeeze some of that bit out. Mmm. They are very, very good. You would happily live up here. If you're hungry up here, there's something wrong. That only took me a couple of hours in the mangroves. And I got myself a delicious lunch. Oh, magnificent. See you next time.